बीएमएस एकेडमी में आपका स्वागत है।
In this class, we learn about scale. That means increasing the size of the object which is already drawn. A straight line, a circle, or a drawing, anything as a matter of fact. Text editing. How to edit the text in AutoCAD. Because we need in many drawings some description in the drawing. The material properties may be described. The process has to be described, and some instructions are to be given to the shop floor people. All these things should be in the short form, and is also to be given in the in words and sentences. So, in order to have these things on the drawing, we need to write the text matter just like we writing text in a Word document. So, to have that, there is a separate tool in the AutoCAD called text editing, and under that there are various types of editing which we will discuss right now. Now I will open the AutoCAD. So this is AutoCAD. Now you may have noticed that I have added many toolbars here. Earlier classes there were not so many toolbars. Now I have added these toolbars here for your information. Briefly, I will let you know what are these toolbars. So this is a toolbar. See, if you click here, object snap, that which what we were doing, the green line was indicating that was, see. So how it will pick up? Suppose you want to have this shows snap from which point you have to pick up. This shows snap to the end point. If you click here, you can take the line if you want to draw. You can click and end point will be picked up. No doubt there is a mark for all the snap, but from this also we can draw. And this is snap extension, the extension of the line. And this is snap apparent intersect point we can consider. This is snap to intersection. This is snap to perpendicular. Okay, suppose we want to draw a line perpendicular to this, we can here and we can click on this and select the line. Automatically the line will be perpendicular. So I will just show you once again. See, I have to click on this. See, it is permanent. So there are various means of snapping. This is a toolbar showing snapping. And similarly, there are many things. Arrays, of course, it was there earlier. The standards, I also do with the text matter, dimension style, standards used here. And these are arrays, these are all there earlier. And these are all some parametric geometric conditions. This will come later on in this. And this is the array. And this is some of the selections. These are all different toolbars I have just added. So additional toolbar, you just click on this and you will get AutoCAD. And see, whatever is clicked here, checked, those are the toolbars available on the screen. Of course, this doesn't belong to the program of today's lesson, but just now and then I have to keep on explaining some of the tools as and when it is added. Now, since we have to do some text work, we have to add some tools. Along with it, I have added other tools also. Now, we will come to the lesson text. Before that, we will understand increasing the size of the drawing. How we can do that. That I have not explained in your earlier classes. I will explain it now. Suppose we will draw a rectangle. Okay. Now this size has to be increased. Say it has to be increased to, it has to be made to double the size. So there is a modify command. You can select from modify, see, scale. You can select from here, scale, or you can type out scale on the command line, and also somewhere here you can select here also. So click on this Either on see when you focus on this icon, it shows description how scale can be changed. So I want to change the scale to twice the size. So first click on this, then click on the object, then return press. Then you see specify the base point. It appears on the command screen as well as here in the tooltip. So specify the base point. You can specify any point. From that point, the scale will be doubled. So suppose we click on the adjustment point, the junction point at this point. So click it here and it asks you what size, scale factor. It is to be doubled means you have to enter 2. If it is half the size, you have to enter 0.5. If you want to make 1.5, 1.5 times size, you have to enter 1.5. It is a pure number. Suppose we enter 1.5, scale is doubled. It means this length, horizontal length is increased to 1.5 times. Vertical length is also increased to 1.5 times than the earlier. See, I will show you, demonstrate you how it is, the sizes. This size you can measure. See, the area it gives, perimeter it gives, and then x 160, 23, etc. So these sizes, so 160 to 323, and then at a point it gives all the points. So these are the coordinates, and suppose we scale it, we increase the scale to 1.5. What is going to happen is the oh my god. See here and 1.5. All the sizes are increased by 1.5 times. See this size, you can notice all have been increased at the point it gives, and then all sizes have been increased. For example, suppose this length is 100 mm, this becomes 200. Okay. And similarly, scale of all other objects. Suppose the arc. Suppose this arc. See, this arc is, you want to increase the size. What you have to do is click here, and then you can select center or end, whatever you want. Suppose we end select here 2 times, size is increased. That radius is also becoming 2 size. So I will give you an actual value and show you how it has increased. See, I will select a circle here. For example, this radius I will select as say 100 mm. 100 mm. Now increase the size means it has to become 200, the radius. So select the center point, 2 if it is. Now this is 200 mm size. I will show you. This command you can measure it. This radius is 200 here. This. Like that, the size is increased. In the case of a rectangle, both the sides will be increased. That is, suppose 50 mm length will be increased to 100. 25 mm length, if the rectangle is there, it becomes 50. So the area is increased by scale square, because length into breadth. Similarly, area of a circle is also increased. This is how we can increase, reduce the scale. You have to enter a fraction. I will just show you one more reduction. Even length will say. So length 171, and I want to reduce the length of this line to by 0.5 mm. So it has a specific point. You take here 0.5. It has become 0.5. So this length is half of the earlier one. See 85. 171 was there. It will become 85. So this portion is clear to you, I believe. Now we'll come to text editing. Now before editing text, we should know what are the types of letters or fonts available. See, in the drawing, you have learned that while editing, you do it manually on the drawing sheet, and sometimes you use stencils to use. And also you have learned letter writing, where you have drawn various types of letters inclined letters, Arial type of letters, Gothic, and picture type of letters. You have done all it is different types of letters you have used to do by manually. Now here it is already there on the computer. It is stored. Text style is there. Click on this portion. This is a toolbar called this toolbar. If you hold it here, you will get the name of the tool. See here, you got it. Text toolbar name is text. See text. So text means all details will be available here. Suppose you want to text style. Text style you select. Then text style screen will be displayed here, and here you can have style. Only standard style is available. This is style in use, and it can show various other styles also. This is style. This is at present it is only standard style, and in this standard style there are different types of fonts. See here, this is Arial and regular. The font is this. Suppose we click here, this is selected as current. Current, whatever editing you do, it is going to have this type of letters. And suppose I want to change. See, there are so many various types of fonts available. Arial, plenty of size, bold, etc. These are different type of fonts, and we can select any of them. See, there are so many types of them. Suppose you can select any of them, and now you can also create some of the types also. See, any lot of sizes are there, so we can select any of these things. Suppose we select ISO. So ISO looks like this, and I will set this as correct. Okay, it asks you whether it is modified. So height of the letter you have to mention here. You can mention, or it assumes the default height, say 2.5. Height is normally for text writing on the drawing sheet. It is considered as 2.5. Width factor. Width factor is the distance between two alphabets in a letter. This factor you can change it or leave it as it is, as you like. Upside down, ulta. It becomes upside down. The letters become ulta. Annotative. Paper text size. This we will explain later on. Okay, and if you want to select new one, current has been modified, you want to save it, and new style, you can create your own style, and you can just select the style and automatically it will be there. So here you have selected standard style. If you want to have your own style, you click this and this style is becoming. In this style, if you select, this is the letter you have, and you can add anything there, any other type if you have. Now I will standard style, these are all built in. I am selecting standard style, and this I will set as current, height 2.5 I have set, and click it and then close. Now we will draw, this is a single line text and this is multi-line text. There are two types of text writing. One is multi-line text, means you can just write like a paragraph in a Word document and all the facilities are available. And in a single line text, you can write only single line. It will be say a single line will have a separate object as an entity, and a single line you can write, and it will have. And this is second one is, this is edit. Once you edit, once you have text written, and if you want to modify and you want to do any changes, you can click on this and click on the text, and you are allowed to modify. And then find. Suppose it's a big text matter and you want to find out some word or some letters or some parameters you have written, say something like x1. Its reference is there in the drawing and in the text also. You want to find out that you can find by this tool. And this is spelling. Then text is written you have to check the spelling also. That also you can do it from the spelling. And this is the scale, text, how much scale, what is the size you want to change, you can change it. And justify. This is what you also have to know. Justify means there are types of justification. So letter is normal letter. You can, the margin is fixed, and from the margin you start writing. And left side is always in the same line, and right side it will be depending upon the size. It will not be aligned properly, and one side will be aligned. That is left side alignment. If the right side alignment is there, it is right side and left side will be there. And in some cases, the alignment will be in the middle. All the letters will be aligned middle. Anyway, I will do it, then you will know about it. Alignment and other things. And this convert distance between the spaces. You can change the spaces and give some names. And that I do not want to discuss now. Now we will just start with a letter, single text line. Click here. See here, you say specify start point of text. You can specify it, and then it asks you rotation. Do you want to have any rotation or not? If you don't want rotation, click it, and then you are allowed to write. I will see. First, you have to see what we have to do is click on this. Click on this. First, you have to draw a line or select the length to up to the length, text length you have to select. Click the first point, it indicates first point 278, or anywhere you can take, or you can enter the point and the command line also, the points, coordinate points, and then you do it like this. And angle of test you saw, if you write angle you can enter anywhere. And if you want straight, we'll do first straight thing and 0.48 and you do it. Now you are allowed to edit the text. See, like this. So a cursor will be there. This is the cursor. You can edit AUP. Just like you type it in the Word, you can do space. You can give like this, like this. Then when you want to change the line, you can press return. It allows next. Like this. Third line, but only single and text. The only difference is when you are finished, you can double return. You will get. Only difference is there here. It is not a multi-line text because this is a separate object and this is a separate object and this is a separate object. See, when you click on this, you will know it. See, this only single line shown, and here this is also line single line shown. So this is also show single line. So suppose you want to change the edit it, you want to edit the text, you can just by clicking on this also you can edit, or by clicking on this you can edit, or you can just see here there is a command, text style is there, edit command, edit. See, you can edit here. You want to change like this. Similarly, the other one also you can change. Okay, this is how it works. Now, we will once again I will edit. See, there is one more point we have to consider. Here there is an arrow mark, and if you click arrow down arrow, a menu, pop-up menu will be there. It asks you justify and style. I will explain you what you mean, what is meant by justify by making a demo. I will click on justify, and it asks you align, fit, center, middle, right, TL, all so many factors are there. TL and all, text left, text center, text right, etc. Okay, now I will first explain you fit. See, fit I have selected, and then I will select a line here, point, then I will click. Now I will write a text here. You can do see here. So see, it is different. The first line, the number of alphabets are more, so the alphabets are smaller. It means justification. After justification, I extended the line up to this point only, from here to this point. So whatever you have typed, all are combined in the same space, constrained to stay in the same place. So because more letters are there, it is more number of letters, so the distance between them is very less. We have set the distance as 1 mm. And similarly, second one, it is less number of letters, and it is letters seems to be bigger. And third one, letters still bigger because number of letters are less. This is how you just fit. So the entire text matter will be fit within that space, length. I will show you once again. Click here. It asks you right arrow mark, down arrow mark you have to press. Then a pop-up screen will be there. Repeat down arrow mark. Then you will have justification. You click on that. Once again there is a pop-up menu. Fit. Fit it will ask you. And then it baseline, suppose I call it as 0. And then I will move it. Say 15, say approximately say 30. So I have moved about 30 mm. Whatever I will type it here, all will be within that. See, the letters have adjusted themselves within that space. Here more number of letters, here it is less. It is adjusted to that space. Okay, this is what justification. I mean fixing the letters in the same place. Justification I will explain now. The fonts we have selected, the same fonts being appearing. ISO 25 is the font. Suppose you want to change the font, that also I will show you here. Text style, click on this. You want to current style it has said. So I will make another style. Let me see another style, some other style, which is totally different. So I will say Arial. So here I have taken Arial. There are two types of up, down, let it be there. And set this as current. I will type. The current has been modified. I will type this now. See. So I will say justification, fit, 1, 2. See, the fonts have been changed. Even if you type more, it will be adjusted within the space. See, all adjusted within the space. Whatever we have selected, the fit within that. We will erase this. And similarly, we can select any type of font, and accordingly the text matter will be typed in that font. Hey! Now, this is one lesson about the single text. Now, there are some more things to explain on single text. That is, I have shown you justification. We will see justification, align. Align is once again how you want to write. Suppose you want it an angle, align. So it will be like this. Any angle you can align. So it is adjusted within that space, fit space. whatever the length line you draw, within that the text matter will be arranged. It will not go beyond that. Automatically it will be arranged in that line. And now we will once again see what are other things available for us. Style, I know I have selected. Center, we will see center how it works. We can say center. So you start from here, it will be up to this point. This point, one more line I will make. See, it is all is centrally placed. If you draw a central line within the distance I have specified from here to here, the central line, that number of letters to the right is equal to number of letters in the left. This is what the center justification. And now I will make one more justification. So middle reason will take right. Say right. See, right side it is aligned, but left side there is a gap. So whatever letter in that line will be start from left and ends at right, and it is aligned. So here, if you draw a straight line, the line will be tangent to the first letter of each line. Each row we can say, line or row. And now we will take one more justification. Here, right middle, and this is left, center, here. Let us see what is going to happen here. See, this start from left, from bottom. See, it has become reverse direction. Similarly, we'll take one more. Top center, we'll see. It is, the top is the center line. Okay. So here the detailed description, what is important for is align, fit within the distance, center, middle, right. These are important. Other things you can read from that is bottom aligned, bottom right, bottom aligned and right, bottom left, middle right, middle, this thing you can see the help command and know about it more. And in the normal practice, these will not be much used. Only these are the things which are used. In fact, as a matter of fact, single text line is obsolete. Very rarely we use in AutoCAD. We use most of the time double multi-text line. This I have already explained. Style, standard style, and it asks you any other style. Then you have to go there and select it. Question star mark it asks, so you have to select this style from here. So it is already in the library, a start point in the text, so it is star mark doesn't give, you have to select separately. It doesn't show in the library, you have to select this style from here only, like this. So let me try to select the style once again. Style, want to change it. So he says text centers, text style. Yes. This is standard. So it is not there. So you have to select the style from here only. There is a menu because there are some changes in the AutoCAD revisions. Earlier it was in the style itself, it used to come out the different styles. Now we can just select from here. This is about single text line. Now we will talk about multi-text line now. This is what very frequently used and required to us. Suppose we click on this here, or it's also here somewhere in the text modify, somewhere in the tools, and somewhere in the pop-up menu it is there. Either you can click here, or on the command line you can also type MTE text. So once you type it, it shows like this, arrow mark, specify the first point. You can, if you want it from a particular coordinate, you can mention coordinate, right and left. Now at the present where the cursor is positioned is 263.7251, 180.3673. So arbitrarily this is the point we start. Click here, and like this we form a rectangle of any convenient size. Now it gives you a screen, text formatting screen. See here text, it is like a Word document. See left side justification is there, cursor is there, and the ruler can be adjusted by moving this. See like this, and we can move this also, or when you are typing automatically it will move. And there are text formatting screen is there. Here you have a standard style one, what we selected, now it is appearing here. This is style you can select. Once you draw a particular style, you have your own style. Style one I have marked here. If you want to type in that format, you can type it. And afterward, you want to change the style, you can change over. Each style can be of different size and length, pitch, and that means totally a different property. So in the standard style, we have here, this is the style, and this is called multi-text justification. See here you get all those TL, top left arrangement, top center, top right, top middle left, middle center, bottom left, top center, etc. These are the top left means we start from top, and left is align. That is, if you draw a line, vertical line, see the first word will be just touching the first center, first line. All the first word of each rows will be touching that line. Second, top center means start from top, and if you draw a central line of the text matter, equal number of alphabet are distributed on either side. Right is similar but towards the right. Similar in the sense, similar to TL, top left, but it is towards the right. Middle left, it is from middle side left. Middle center, middle right, bottom left, bottom. That is, the letters will start at top, or it starts somewhere from the middle. The bottom, it starts from the bottom. Letters starts from bottom and bottom left, etc. So normally we use top left, top center, top right. These are the things we use. And here it's number of columns, dynamic columns, auto height, manual height. Auto height can be adjusted automatically within the column, or manually you can select the height. And number of columns, no columns, static columns, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column, more number of columns you can make. In column break, alt, enter, column setting. It's all in the Word document, whatever is there. Like this Word document, you can set it. And now I am not going to discuss in detail about these things because AutoCAD man, you have to refer the Word document for all these things. And we will discuss mainly what is important for our application. And layer, here the text can be of any layer you can select. We have created layer that I will explain. This is the ruler. Either you can click, we can see the ruler here, and if you click it, it is not seen. Click it, you can see the ruler. And here there are certain different type of alphabets or symbols we can see, because engineering we use so many symbols: alpha, beta, gamma, and also equal, plus, degrees, at the rate of, and plus or minus. So many other symbols are there. These are the pop-up menu to show the symbol. See, suppose you type percent, and D, it shows degree, plus minus, percent, P, diameter, percent, C, almost equal, closely equal this, angle, boundary line, center line, delta. There are so many symbols are there. You can also click and get many more symbols here. Greek alphabets are also can be used here as symbols. See here, these are all Greek letters, and hexadecimal letters are also there here. And you can click on this and you can select any symbol like this, and that will appear on the screen. Okay, like this. Brackets you can select, and pounds you can select this, anything you can select. So now we have taken text area, we can change it here to any of the available fonts. Suppose I want to have say complex. I click on this, the complex pen, and height, which is the height is 2.5, we have adjusted 2.5. If you want to change it, you can change it to 5. But we can change at any time also. And this is the letter will be made bold. This is inclined, and this is strike through. Line is struck at the middle of the letter almost. Underline, and this is overline, and this is undo, and this is redo, and this is stack. And this is symbol. We have shown you the same symbol I have shown you already. And this is lowercase letters. This is uppercase letters. So either you can type from the key, and afterwards you can change to lowercase and uppercase. If you click it, all letters typed will be lowercase. Click it, but here it is not taking. With some letters will have it format, can be formed sometimes, and sometimes you cannot, depend on the letters you have. So here you have left justification, the left side will be same, center justification, right justification, justify, it will be just arrange equally on the other side, and distribute so that the edges can be the same, and it is line spacing. You can change the line spacing 1 time, 1.5 times, 2 times, 3 times, whatever you want to have. So we will make some letters and you will know about it. See, here it has come up, letter. Now, we will erase this. Once again, I will do text. Where is that thing? This one. See, you can change it. See, earlier, see this column, you can select. We have, suppose dynamic column we select, then how it appears, let us see manually. See, it appears from one end because we have selected this. If more letters are there, it will be arranged in columns. Suppose I take this. It will be adjusted within the space. And editing, you can do it here. When you click on this, either you can click here, edit textiles. Textiles can also be edited. You have not. You can change the size here. Because this style we have used, present style is standard. In the standard style, if you want to change the text to Arial block, we can do it. See, it has changed to Arial block. Okay. Now I will erase this. Now, once again, I will do multi-text edition. So either you can move it or leave it as it is. And columns, you have to select no columns. I will select as no column. Suppose I select static column, 2 columns. Select. See, like this, there will be 2 separate columns. After finishing 1 column, you can go to next column. And you can come, it will automatically comes there. See, 2 columns. Okay. Actually, these 2 columns are the addition in the recent revisions. Earlier it was not there. I think before AutoCAD 9 or something like that. Break counter, column setting, you can do it. Just like you do it in the column setting, gutter, everything you can set just like in a Word. You can do the text editing here. And now, this is what I told you, text left, right, all those things you can just, you see the word editing, once you are familiar with word editing, you will be able to know about this. Now we will select no columns. See, once you select no columns, it comes to the same column. To select dynamic column, manual height is adjusted, and automatic double column height, see, and static 3 columns, it will be 3 columns, auto height is also adjusted. Now I will use no columns. This is the column. You can always bring it to the size you need, or I can expand, or automatically you can change. And here you can also change the font. Suppose you want to change the font, you select all those things, change the font, 5, just change. Okay, this is how edition, text edition, mtext. There are only basically 2 commands in there, text and mtext. Text is also very rarely used. Mtext, if you are familiar, and Word document editing you are familiar, that's more than enough. So we'll be able to do text edition. And one more important thing you have to know here is in this text edition, suppose you have some written matter in Excel. Suppose you have prepared a bill of material in Excel that can be transferred to AutoCAD by just a command copy. And the Excel you enter various bill of material parts and you want to transfer it here, you can transfer it here. Or bill of material can be prepared here, or sometimes some calculations are needed that will be much better done in Excel sheet if you are familiar with Excel sheet. If you are not familiar with Excel sheet, and you have to get familiarized in the AutoCAD. If you are familiar with Excel sheet, you can do it and simply copy and paste it here. This exercise we will do it in the later classes. Okay, now this is about text edition. Let's see what other things are there. Format, scale factor, text editing, increasing scale size. Scale factor we have to I have to explain to you related to the text. Suppose I have told you we have selected a text of 2.5, 9. 10.5, 9.5, whatever. Suppose we select 5, let us say, and you have some letters here, and this is something properties, you are given the material properties and then drawing. So drawing is normally a big machine part, let us say. Its envelope will be something like 1 meter height and 2 meter length. That is the part size. such drawing we have made in the AutoCAD. In the AutoCAD, this is called model space. This screen is called model space. In this space, you will always draw the part to the full size. Suppose 1 meter into 2 meter means you will draw 1000 millimeter vertical, 2000 millimeter horizontal. You can draw it. It will take such a big size also. There is no problem. So only when you want to print it, then you have to reduce the size and give the printing command. While reading on the drawing, you can read it. There is no problem. While printing, you have to reduce the size. When you reduce the size, 2 meter, 1 meter by 2 meter, or 2 meter by 1 meter, 2 meter horizontal, 1 meter vertical. Suppose you want to reduce such a drawing to say 1:10, that is 200 mm, 200 mm. And then what you have to see, you have to reduce the scale. Then suppose you have typed the letter in the same 5 mm height, or 5 mm height we have typed it. Text matter will be 5 mm. What is going to happen, since they are all on the same drawing, the text matter also will be reduced to 1/10, that is 5 mm becomes 0.5. So when you actually take a print, what is going to happen is, the drawing will be to a scale size, 1/10 size, but the text matter also to be 1/10 size. 0.5 mm we cannot read, it is so small. So what we have to do is, we just fix up the scale factor first. See the drawing size, what is the scale factor you are going to apply, you decide. After deciding the scale factor, you have to select the scale factor for the letters. Suppose you want letters to appear as 5 mm size in the actual drawing sheet. Then you have to multiply it by reciprocal of the scale factor. That means scale factor is 1/10, then you have to multiply by 10. That is 10 into 5. So letter height should be 50. Then we can select letter height. See, I will select it, letter height, and this we can change to 50. So this is so big letter. So if you type this on the paper, the drawing will be reduced to 1/10, that's 200 mm and 100 mm, and this letter 50 mm is reduced to 5 mm. So this is also reduced, no? That is also reduced. So the drawing sheet, the size will be 10 times the size of the drawing. That means the scale factor, the letter should be multiplied by the reciprocal of the scale factor. Scale factor is always a fraction. That is not 10. It is 1:10 means 1/10, 100, 150, 1/10. So that means you have to multiply by reciprocal of the scale factor. 1/10. That means 10. You have to multiply the reciprocal of the scale factor or divide by the scale factor. This is how we can do it. So now there is 2 more commands: copy, clip, and paste. So that I will explain you in the next class. Now I think this is enough, and then we will go to lesson number 10. There we discuss on dimension, commands, etc. In addition to copy, clip, how text matters can be transported from Excel to AutoCAD and from Word to AutoCAD. So when a lot of text matter is there, you can always type on Word and you can transfer to AutoCAD by simple copy paste arrangement. Okay. This is the class of lesson 10, 9. I will stop it.